Good evening. I'm Norah O'Donnell, and thank you for being with us. We're going to begin tonight with Donald Trump facing a cash crunch. The former president is on the brink of being forced to surrender some of his most valuable real estate properties to help pay that $454 million civil fraud judgment in New York. He's already admitted that he doesn't have the nearly $500 million in cash. And today, his lawyers revealed that more than 30 firms said they were unable or, quote, unwilling to accept the risk associated with such a large bond. The clock is now ticking with that bond due next week. It's worth remembering the civil judgment stems from a ruling that Trump falsely valued parts of his real estate empire for financial gain. And then on the campaign trail, Trump is also defending himself after a series of disturbing remarks about migrants, January 6th defendants, and warning of a, quote, bloodbath if he loses in November. It was all while discussing tariffs on Chinese-made cars. CBS's Robert Costa is here, and he'll start us off tonight.
Former President Donald Trump could soon be facing a financial crisis. His lawyers today revealing in a court filing that Trump has failed to obtain a $454 million bond, calling it a practical impossibility. It's due in just 1 week, and without it, New York Attorney General Letitia James could freeze his bank accounts and seize his prized properties, including Trump Tower and 40 Wall Street.
The bottom line is this is rigged.
Trump, who was unable to reach agreement with more than 30 companies that provide appeal bonds, is also scrambling to raise money for the general election. CBS News has learned Trump is considering enlisting his former 2016 campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, a convicted felon who was found guilty of committing several financial crimes in 2018 and later pardoned by Trump. Meanwhile, the former president has ramped up his incendiary rhetoric on the campaign trail.
We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars if I get elected. Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country.
Trump insists he was referring to a potential bloodbath in the automobile industry. In the past, Trump has warned of bedlam if Biden wins, suggesting there will be anger if he is convicted of a crime.
It'll be bedlam in the country. It's a very bad thing. It's a very bad precedent. As we said, it's the opening of a Pandora's box.
Over the weekend, Trump also referred to migrants as animals and described those convicted for crimes related to January 6 as hostages and patriots. That remark drawing criticism from both sides of the aisle.
It's just unacceptable.
A hostage is someone who's being held by a criminal group or a terrorist group for a financial or political ransom. That's got nothing to do with people who have been criminally charged and given due process.
Meanwhile, former Trump White House advisor Peter Navarro will likely be headed to jail. Today, the Supreme Court rejected Navarro's push to stave off his sentence for refusing to comply with the congressional subpoena, and he is now set to report to a correctional facility tomorrow in Florida. Nora?
That is some big news. Robert Costa, thank you.